Welcome to Wonderwave. Today we're diving into the fascinating origins of Halloween traditions. From spooky costumes to carved pumpkins, this holiday is filled with symbolism that goes back centuries. But where did it all start? And why do we celebrate it the way we do today? Join us as we unravel the history behind Halloween. Halloween, as we know it today, has deep roots in ancient traditions, particularly from the Celtic festival of Samhain. Celebrated on October 31st, Samhain marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, often referred to as the dark half of the year. The Celts believed that during this time, the veil between the living and the dead was at its thinnest, allowing spirits to roam the earth. To ward off harmful spirits, the Celts would light bonfires and wear disguises. They believed that these costumes would confuse or scare away wandering souls. This practice of wearing costumes has evolved over time, becoming one of the most iconic elements of modern Halloween. When the Roman Empire conquered Celtic territories, they merged their own festivals with Samhain. One of these Roman holidays was Feralia, a day dedicated to honoring the dead. Another was a festival celebrating Pomona, the goddess of fruits and trees. This is where some historians believe the tradition of apple bobbing comes from, as apples were a symbol of Pomona. The blending of these Roman festivals with the Celtic Samhain laid the groundwork for many of the traditions we still see today. Over time, the influence of Christianity would further shape the holiday. By the 8th century, the Catholic Church sought to replace pagan festivals with Christian holidays. Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as All Saints' Day, or All Hallows' Day, to honor saints and martyrs. The evening before, October 31st, became known as All Hallows' Eve, which later evolved into Halloween. Though the Church introduced All Saints' Day, many of the older traditions of Samhain persisted. People continued to celebrate by dressing up in costumes, lighting candles, and remembering the dead. Trick-or-treating, one of Halloween's most popular customs, has several possible origins. One theory traces it back to the medieval practice of souling, where the poor would go door to door on All Hallows' Eve, offering prayers for the dead in exchange for food. In Scotland and Ireland, a tradition known as guising emerged, where children dressed in costumes would perform songs, recite poetry, or tell jokes in exchange for treats. When Irish and Scottish immigrants brought these customs to North America in the 19th century, they eventually evolved into what we now know as trick-or-treating. Part 5. Jack-o'-lanterns. The practice of carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns originated from an Irish myth about a man named Stingy Jack. According to the legend, Jack tricked the devil several times and, after his death, was condemned to wander the earth with only a burning coal to light his way. He placed the coal inside a carved-out turnip, and thus the legend of Jack of the Lantern was born. When Irish immigrants arrived in America, they found that pumpkins, native to the New World, were much easier to carve than turnips, and the jack-o'-lantern tradition took root. Part 6. Halloween in America. Halloween in America didn't gain widespread popularity until the late 19th century, when large numbers of Irish and Scottish immigrants brought their traditions with them. It started as a community-centered holiday, with parties focused on games, foods of the season, and festive costumes. By the mid-20th century, Halloween had become a more commercialized holiday. Trick-or-treating was encouraged as a way to keep children safe, and Halloween quickly became a night of family-friendly fun. Today, it's one of the biggest holidays in terms of consumer spending, with millions of people participating in the festivities. Part 7. Modern traditions. Today, Halloween is celebrated with a variety of traditions. From haunted houses to elaborate costumes, the holiday has expanded far beyond its Celtic origins. Carving pumpkins, trick-or-treating, and attending Halloween parties are now ingrained in the culture, not just in the United States, but around the world. Movies and TV shows have also played a huge role in shaping modern Halloween. Iconic characters like witches, ghosts, and vampires dominate the spooky season, creating a pop culture phenomenon. Conclusion. The origins of Halloween traditions are a mix of ancient customs, religious influences, and modern creativity. What began as a way to ward off spirits has transformed into a holiday that brings communities together, celebrates the supernatural, and allows people to embrace their imagination. Thank you for watching Wonderwave. We hope you enjoyed learning about the fascinating history behind Halloween traditions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure into history. Happy Halloween!